Hi, welcome to our poster Ge2Net, which stands for Genomic Geographical Network, to enable genetic medicine for diverse populations by inferring geographic ancestry along the genome. So let's break that down. First, I'll talk about the motivation for this work. Local ancestry inference, or LAI methods, label each region of the genome with an ancestry category. However, these ancestry labels are selected somewhat artificially, typically assigning ethnic classifications such as European, South Asian, and East Asian. In this work, we reformulate the local ancestry task as one of assigning geographic coordinates, latitude and longitude, to each chromosomal segment and refer to it as Geographical Local Ancestry Inference, or GeoLAI. GeoLAI has two main advantages. First, it's able to resolve the ancestry differences within the same continent that regional classes ignore. And second, it avoids the use of arbitrary ethnic labels and regional divisions and can instead describe the full continuity of worldwide genetic variation. We introduced Ge2Net, a neural network-based approach to predict N vectors for chromosomal segments. N vectors are unit vectors normal to that point on the surface of the Earth and avoid issues that latitude and longitude suffer from, such as hard discontinuities. When, for example, longitude changes from 0 to 180 between Russia and Alaska, and distortions at higher altitudes. Proposed method. Our proposed approach takes an encoded genomic sequence, say a sequence of 300,000 long 0 and 1 vector, and is passed through window-specific fully connected layer. This is because the input data is translation invariant, and the same pattern of 0 and 1 at a different location could map to a different ancestry. After that point, all the layers have shared parameters. The main idea for Ge2Net is that the hidden representation of the auxiliary network is fed into bidirectional LSTM layers that are able to take the context of nearby as well as longer ranges without having to specify the context range. Here is a sample output from the model. The chromosome belongs to an admixed individual with ancestry segments from Yoruba, Spanish, and Kane Vietnamese. Ge2Net is able to regress the coordinates close to the actual location. Experimental results. For quantitative results, we compared the balanced great circle distance in kilometers among 4 networks, including Ge2Net. Because there does not exist a method that performs this task, these networks are handmade baselines. MLP refers to fully connected layer architecture, so only the auxiliary branch. MLP by LSTM refers to predicting first based on fully connected layers, and then using the predictions to feed into bidirectional LSTM. Bidirectional LSTM refers to only the main branch. And finally, Ge2Net, which we described in the previous section. As can be seen, Ge2Net architecture is the best performing out of the 4. Because current methods perform classification, we compared our method with RFMix, the gold standard LAI classifier. Both Ge2Net and RFMix were trained on complex ancestry dataset spanning around the globe and evaluated on simulated African American individuals. Because Ge2Net is optimized for regression and benefits from a complex ancestry dataset, it outperforms RFMix, which is optimized for continental classification on a simpler dataset. The qualitative results shown on the right are dimensionality reduction with PCA for the last hidden layer activations, and it's colored by the continents. We observed that the embeddings have a spherical shape and exhibit a geographical structure mirroring the globe. Ancestries close in the embedding space are also close geographically. For example, the Finnish samples are located above of the European cluster and the Spanish samples below. In conclusion, we present Ge2Net, which is the first geographic regression-based local ancestry algorithm. We demonstrate that it is able to infer high-resolution ancestry segments from the human genome. If you found this work interesting, do check out our other poster on meta-learning for local ancestry inference. Thanks.